Lately I have some message for me asking me about the restoring of Shilling Tao with the ancient technology or the restoring of the internal arts in the Shilling Tao sets. And there's a lot of different questions from different angles, so I think today I'm going to share with you the basic of this so-called internal art or internal developments, so that you will have a good understanding to it. Okay? So when we talk about the internal development or internal art or internal training, actually we just have to remember three things. Okay? If you remember these three things, you will get a good understanding of what it is. Okay, and how is the step of development or the process of development. The first thing we need to understand is it always, no matter what internal art you are doing, okay, always you need to get yourself into a neutral state. A neutral state. It's like, you know, like car, you park in the neutral gear. That is what I mean by neutral states. Okay. The second is always is about open up the body. Okay, open up the body. So what does open up the body means? Open up the body means set the joints of the body free and stretch and contract and let the body, the muscle and the sinews is lively and free. Okay, so that is about open up the body. That's what it means by open up the body. Okay. The third stage or the third step or the third level is putting turbo into it. Turbo. Okay. So what do I mean by putting turbo to it? Okay, like, you know, a car with a turbo, you have more control and more speed, more power, those kind of stuff. Okay, so that's what I mean by putting turbo into it, on top of it. Okay, so putting turbo to it is actually synchronized with the breathing, the lower abs breathing and the chi flow. Okay, so if you don't like the word chi, just thinking about it as your body's biochemical and bioelectrical elements. Just think about it that way. Okay? And so forget about the chi or no chi or whatever. Okay? So it's only these three levels. Okay? First is set the body, mind and breathing into a neutral state. The second is open up the body. The third is put turbo on top of the first two. Okay? Now let me give you more details on this, each of them. First, how do we know that we are in the neutral state? How can we get there? Well, that's very simple. The definition is this. One must be loose and expand in the physical body. The second is the mind quiet down. Okay. The third is the breathing is natural, and the movement of the physical body is natural. So it's three keywords: loose, quiet, or silent, sometimes people say, and then natural, okay? So what is that like, okay? Very simple. For example, if we go lay in the bed, okay? Just let the body loose and expand. Let the breathing come naturally, and then, you know, listen to the music, and we don't worry about anything, but just listen to the music, and that's how it is. Okay, that state, right? So you have a guy or girl who lay on bed, the body is expand and loose, and the breathing is nature, okay? No forcing or no stop breathing or anything at all. And the body is not rigid, okay? And the mind is just listen to the music without worry and without second thought. You just have one thought, you know what music you listen, and you just enjoy the music. So that is the natural state, okay? So how does this apply to Shilin Tao? Well, say for example, when you do Shilin Tao, you do this Fok Sao, right? Body is loose and expand, okay? Expand doesn't mean that purposely stretch it. No, just you let it expanding sideways, okay? Loose and expanding sideways. Breathing is nature. Movement, the hand movement is nature. And then your mind have only single-minded. You don't even force it. You don't do total concentration or anything. You just know, okay? Following aware of your hand movement. That's all, okay? So that's the natural state, okay? Or neutral state. You want to get into that neutral state, okay? So the second level, which is open up the body, means all these joints, okay? All these joints has to be loose and free, set free, not jamming it in some way or holding it in some way. Okay, there's the joints, and the muscle and the sinews and the bones. You stretch it, okay, and contract it so that make sure it's lively. Okay, so why is this important? Okay, so in Chinese ancient martial art, this is the thing which is you want to after the after the enter the natural states, you want to promote the flow of the blood of the qi and so forth. Okay, that is for the health and the strengthening reason, and also for the martial reason, because of the joints is free, and all these muscles and bones and so forth is under a very good flexible conditions. Then one deal with the 7 bowls of the body, okay, the 7 big joints of the body, the 6 big joints and the 7 bowls of the body, to handle force flow and momentum. So okay, the 6 joints of the body is the ankle, the knee, the hip here, the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Okay, this is the 6 joints there, the 6 bigger joints, and of course it counts to like your what do you call it, your spine and so forth, your fingers and so forth. Okay, but we look at the 6 bigger major joints, and then when we talk about 7 bowls, is actually this 6 joint including the feet, okay, which is doing coupling to the ground. So we call that 7 bowls. So under the conditions of the joints is free, and then the bones, the sinews, the muscles are freely, lively, be able to contract and stretching and expand, stretching and contracting. One be able to handle the force flow and the momentum. That is for the martial purpose. Okay. So this second level of open up the body is very important. It's very crucial, because this is the thing which is will help the body, and also will contribute to martial arts applications. Okay, because it deals that you need the 6 joints or the 7 bowls to deal with the force flow and momentum. And in martial art application, momentum is the result which is we want to handle. Okay, in terms of Chinese martial art, there's a way how they look at it. Okay, now only after this is done, all this is done, you go one level on top of this. you put in the turbo. Okay, so in other words, the motions will be synchronized with the breathing, meaning the mind, the body, the breathing are now synchronized. Okay, it has a way of training so that it's synchronized. And again, it is following the rules of the nature, but it's synchronized. And then on top of that, it will synchronize more the mind, the body, the breathing, and the chi flow. Or if you don't like the chi again, it is your bioelectrical and biomechanical elements in your body. Okay, so that's all. So in the 1850 Yikam Xiulim Tao documents in the concrete, what is there? What is written there? Is all these three the details about these three things I just share with you. Okay, get into the neutral states, open up the body, follow the breathing and the chi, or synchronize with breathing and chi. So if you read the Yikam 1850s writing, it will keep remind you, follow the breathing and chi. Let it be nature, let it be nature. That's what it's talking about. Okay? So, okay. Finally, I'd like to tell this. Anybody with a present Xiulim Tao set, if you follow the loose, the quiet of mind and the nature, you always can get to the first level. You can get to the put your body into the neutral state. You can do that. There's no problem. The second step, where you open up your body, as soon as you know, okay, the joint need to be free, and the muscle, the sinews, the bones, and so forth has to be lively and stretching and contract without jamming it or something, then you can get into the second level, and it will promote health, and it will help to handling the momentum and the force flow. However, the third level, which is putting in the turbo, that needs special skill, because it related to breathing. Okay, and then go one step further, it related to the chi flow. Those you need special skill. Okay, and however, most people, even if you don't go there, if you do very good in the second level, okay, the chi and the breathing is already very well handled. Okay, even though it doesn't have the fine tuning or the turbo control, but it is a pretty reasonable already. So most martial art training, if you can get to the second level, it is very good already. Okay, so this is what it is, and so this is also telling you that there's at least 3 levels of handling in the Xiulim Tao. Okay, and usually if we do not aware of this 3 levels, we are actually not develop something about on this 3 levels. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you today. You remember that 3 levels, and remember level 1 and level 2. Put yourself into the neutral state, and then the open up the body is everybody can do that. If you can put that into your Xiulim Tao right away without knowing anything. Only you remind yourself, you check yourself to see everything you do. In the first level, everything do you do? Did you have a quiet mind? Have a loose and expand body? Have a nature breathing and the nature in the movement? That's the first level. And then the first steps, and then going on top of that, see, is the joint all lively, the whole body is stretching, lively and flexible. That is the second. Okay. Okay. So this is all for today.